Hello and welcome to I Survived Another Hike with Jen. Today, it should be easy to survive the hike because I'm not hiking. I am in my office driving my desk. For my day job, I'm a certified financial planner and a tax expert. I think about safety and personal finance risk mitigation quite a lot because it pertains to my job somewhat. So today I thought it would be great to discuss SATCOM communicators briefly and recreation insurance products for the outdoor enthusiasts. The question is, what happens if we get sick or injured in the outback? A good example is Dan Becker, a YouTuber backpacker who recently had a medical emergency in the Grand Canyon. He's a fairly young guy and looks to be in good shape to me, yet he had a life-threatening emergency. This just highlights that an emergency can happen to any of us. Thankfully, Dan is safe and healthy. However, I'm sure he had some medical bills incurred to pay for that experience. So let's talk about the safety communicators, SATCOM communicators, and the insurance. Disclaimer, I am not being paid or compensated in any way to discuss these products or services. Do your own research, your own due diligence to see if these products and services meet your needs. So let's briefly discuss SATCOM tools one should have in the outback. This is not an all-out product review, just a brief description. All these products have an SOS feature where you press the button and you're put in contact with the search and rescue dispatch via their texting functionality. We personally have the Zoleo and the Garmin InReach. We're going to get the Motorola D5 soon, and I'll tell you why in a moment. The real question is, why do we have two, let alone getting three? Well, in my family, we all have pre-existing medical conditions, and all four of us play outside a lot. So my daughter and my son love to go rock climbing, and of course, all of us love to backpack and hike. So we're always outside. Now let's look at the products. We have the Zoleo. It's a medium featured product. It costs $200 to buy the communicator, and it's $20 a month for the subscription. So what that gets you is SOS, it gets you texting features, and it gets you micro weather climate reports so you know what weather may be coming in. Now, all of them also have the push the button and it tells your loved ones where you're at. It's called check-in, and you can have a pre-canned message on that. The Garmin InReach, next up, is a full-featured satellite communicator. What I mean by that is it has the SOS, the texting, the weather, but it has GPS functionality. So it can overlay your position onto topo maps on your phone, so you can see where you are in the outback, especially for longer trips and or when you're off trails. It's a great product to have. That is $400, and it costs $15 a month for 10 texts. Lastly, I have the Motorola D5. It's a brand new product, just hit the market. It's really a low functionality product that's for the masses. What it does is it has the SOS feature and it has the texting feature. No weather, no GPS overlay. It's cheap though, it's $150, and the monthly plan is $5 a month. That should be the minimum level of communicator that anyone should have if they're in the outback. Moving on, let's discuss outdoor recreation insurance products. You'll see on the slide here we have accident insurance, which is usually done by Aflac, which you've seen that with the quacking duck. And then you also have American General Life Companies. They have a product that I personally use. We have SAR insurance, which is search and rescue insurance. You can find that with Garmin and the American Alpine Club. And then lastly, you have the emergency air evac insurance. This is helicopter insurance. So let's look at each of these. So the accident insurance is low cost. It's usually under $500 per couple. Ours is $360, and what it does is it fills the gaps for people who have high deductible health insurance plans. I'm going to give you an example on this on the next slide so you can see where it will help. High deductible health insurance plans, for example, are $5,000 or $7,000 these days. So you would have to come out of pocket with the $5,000 or the $7,000 before any insurance kicks in. So the accident insurance is going to fill that hole for us. It pays for specific sums for specific conditions. So you'll get a certain amount of money for a broken leg, a certain amount of money for transport, a certain amount for emergency room, etc. The search and rescue insurance, that's the cost of sending people out to find you, to get you and bring you back to safety. That could be search and rescue team, that could be a helicopter. Now they reimburse for out-of-pocket expenses. And I'm going to give you a detail on that plan as we get into the slides further here. Usually that's going to run you about $40 per person, up to $250 per person. Now the air evac insurance is a must-have. This is fairly low cost, and this covers what medical insurance and accident insurance does not cover. It will cover co-pays, co-insurance, deductibles, and out-of-network providers. So if your medical insurance provider says they don't cover that helicopter company, then this insurance will pay for the full amount for you. So you'll see we have accident insurance example here. If I'm in the outback and I break my leg, this is what I'm going to get paid from my accident insurance policy. I'm going to get the life flight, air ambulance. Of course, that's if it's determined that it's medically necessary, okay? But that's going to give me $1,000. My wife probably will have to stay somewhere local to where that accident happened. So we have family lodging that will pay $100 a day. For the leg fracture, if I broke my leg, it's going to be $2,000. Here you go, one payment. And then the surgery benefit, if I go in and have to have surgery, which I would, that's $200. Hospital admission, $1,750, and hospital confinement for the days that I'm there, $375 a day. You can see that this is a great backfill. This will replace a big chunk of my deductible on my high deductible health insurance plan. And it's cheap. I mean, $360 a year for this insurance. Not only that, it adds in accidental death insurance, life insurance, and reimbursement for loss of limb or eye or something like that. So it has other benefits as well. The SAR insurance, this is Garmin has their own brand of this. It's called the InReach SAR 100, and it offers $100,000 per incident and $100,000 per year in coverage. This is a unique policy in that you must have the Garmin InReach in your possession at the time of the need. And also you must have the insurance coverage. The coverage is offered on a per individual basis. If I get injured, I have to have the Garmin with me, and I have to have the insurance on myself, and the same with my wife. So if we hike out together, we take the Garmin with us, and both of us have to be on the policy, both have our own policy, so we can each be covered. Now, if you don't have a Garmin InReach, but you want similar coverage, you can go to the American Alpine Club. Their policy covers $300,000 per incident, $300,000 per year. It's more expensive at $250 a person. That's the summary of all the policies. And I want to thank you for attending. I survived another hike with Jen. And we'll see you at the next video. Thank you.